In the field today for Youngstown, Ohio All-Stars, playing left field wearing number 10, Austin Lafferty. At third base wearing number 3, AJ Harilla. At first base wearing number 16, Jack Lute. Behind the plate wearing number 7, John Chalice. In center field wearing number 1, Ben Slanker. On the mound today, number 21, Ron Harper. At second base, wearing number 8, Owen Henny. At second base, wearing number 2, Gino Lazzari. And in right field, wearing number 9, Justin Weaver. Leading off for the All-Stars from Laredo, number 5, Marco Villanueva.
Yes.
We're live. All right. Welcome to the second game of this late afternoon, early evening at the Pony Palomino World Series live from Veterans Field, brought to you by Southern Sanitation and our friends at Southern American. This game featuring Laredo, Texas versus Youngstown, Ohio, with Laredo as a visiting team, Youngstown taking the home position. We've got a runner at first, batter at the plate. And as soon as we get lineups up here, rosters, we will add those to the broadcast. High outside, top of the first inning here. Laredo at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter. Runner at first. Strike 2 to the batter. Laredo being visitors this afternoon. Youngstown, the home team. High fly foul ball. With Laredo leading off. Runner on first. 1-2 the count to the batter. Youngstown holding the runner at first. That's a high fly ball right here in foul territory, and the first baseman able to make that catch for out number one.
Number 13, Jose Luis Gomez.
Grounder to second. Over to shortstop. Picks up the catch at second base. Throws it over to first. And we get a double play ending the inning for Laredo. Bottom of the first coming up. Youngstown coming to the plate. Roster's now in my hands, and I will add the names to it. Thank you to our friends over at Game Changer for bringing over the rosters to us.
Austin Lafferty.
So we're back here, bottom of the first inning. Laredo 0, Youngstown coming to the plate. Number 10, Austin Lafferty at the plate, who'll be facing Arturo Garcia, a pitcher for Laredo. Outside, ball one. Lafferty having a good series so far. Takes ball two inside. Bottom of the first inning, Pony Palomino World Series, Youngstown, Ohio versus Laredo, Texas. Laredo being in the visitor spot. Youngstown playing home. 0-0. Austin Lafferty at the plate. Arturo Garcia on the mound. 0-0 2 balls, 1 strike to the pitcher, to the batter Lafferty. Pitcher Garcia winds up and throws a strike, swing and a miss by Lafferty. Garcia looking in, delivers, swing, strike 3. Out number 1.
Next number 3, A.J. Herrera.
Garcia looking in on batter number 2, A.J. Herrera. Low and outside. Ball gets past the catcher. Nobody on. 1 out. 1 ball. No strikes. 2 balls, 2 balls, no strike to the batter Herrera, who is playing in the number 5 position, third base. High and inside. One out. 3 balls, no strikes. Herrera at the plate facing Arturo Garcia from Laredo. And he walks Herrera to get runner on first.
Number 16, Jack Lute.
Stepping up to the plate, number 16, Jack Lute, the first baseman for Youngstown, coached by Don Pletcher, facing off against Arturo Garcia on the mound for Laredo Cardinals, coached by Manolo Rangel, Aaron Navarro, and Jorge Canales. 1 man on first base. Swing and a miss by Herrera. And it's Havrilla. 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 And I apologize, Havrilla's at first, and it is Jack Lute at the plate. Number 16, the first baseman, with Garcia on the mound. Ball outside. 1-2 count. 1 out. Runner on first. Bottom of the first. Second game of the evening. Running just a few minutes beyond the schedule, but we're trying to catch up here. Low and outside to the left-handed batter, Lute. Lute, who celebrated his birthday yesterday, was given a rousing happy birthday by the hometown crowd and all those in attendance. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that brings up number 7, John Chalice, the catcher, with a runner on, 2 outs.
John Chalice.
He'll be facing Arturo Garcia on the mound for Laredo today. Bottom of the first. Second game of the evening. 2 outs, runner on. John Chalice at the plate. Garcia winds. Ball 1. It's cooled down quite a bit. It's in the 90s. I see my friend over at Game Changer bringing out his sweater as it cools down. John Chalice takes another ball there. We've got runner on first. No runs scored yet. 2 outs. 1 ball. Got a little movement on the flag back there, so wind's blowing a little bit. Foul ball into the net. John Chalice, the catcher for Youngstown, at the plate. This live broadcast brought to you by our friends over at Southern Sanitation, our title sponsor this year. Other good sponsors joined in: HEB, Advanced Spine Solutions of Laredo, Playmore. If you haven't been to Playmore and it's your first time in town, got to go. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that ends the inning. 0-0 the score, and we'll be right back as we thank a few more sponsors. And we're back live here at Veterans Field, LISD's premier baseball facility, with Cito Benavides, third baseman, at the plate, facing our Youngstown, Ohio pitcher, Ron Harper. Ron Harper, number 21, on the mound for Youngstown, Ohio. Youngstown being here last year, and Ronnie Harper's name sure sounds familiar. And he's squaring off with Cito Benavides, third baseman. 1-1 the count, no outs, top of the second inning. Laredo batting. Number 6, Cito Benavides, third baseman at the plate. Ron Harper, pitching for Youngstown, Ohio. Swing and a miss, strike two. No runs just yet in the top of the second inning. Scoreless, 0-0. Outside, 2-2 the count. Ron Harper on the mound for Youngstown, Ohio. Cito Benavides at the plate for Laredo. The lefty Harper, foul ball down the first baseline. Youngstown, Ohio, playing late into the night last night, defeating Palmview, Texas. An exciting game, breezy Friday night, warm. Another foul ball. Youngstown, no stranger to the tournament, haven't been here before. Laredo, the host team, coached by Manolo Rangel, also enjoying a revisit to the tournament. 2-2 the count, no outs, top of the second inning. Grounded to short, picked up nicely. Over to first. Out number 1. Ronnie Harper on the mound for Youngstown. Coming to the plate, number 3, Juan Carlos Cepeda.
Number 3, Juan Carlos Cepeda.
Cepeda, the catcher for Laredo. 1 out here in the top of the second. Nothing. High and outside. 1-0 the count. 1 out. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Broadcasting live from Veterans Field here at Laredo, Texas, LISD's premier baseball facility. Gracious hosts, sitting in the cool press box. It's warm outside. Breezy Saturday night. Number 3, Juan Carlos Cepeda, catcher at the plate, facing Ron Harper. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Broadcast is being brought to you at no charge, no paywall by Southern Sanitation, our title sponsor this year. Part of the exceptional work that Richard Rosas, president of Laredo Pony, has done to continue to make viewing these events affordable for everyone around the globe. Laredo Pony doing it right. Swing and a miss. Oh, no, that's a foul tip. Sorry. 3-2 the count, 1 out. Ron Harper, the lefty. And that's a ball, and it's going to walk Juan Carlos Cepeda. And that'll bring up Josh Lynn, the center fielder, number 15. Joshua Lynn squaring off with Ron Harper. Number 14 is going to pinch run for
first base for the catch, number 14, Enrique Loyola.
Loyola is doing a courtesy run for the catcher. Help him get his gear on, give him a little time. It's courtesy run. Strike 1 to Lynn. Top of the second inning, Laredo at the plate. Josh Lynn, center fielder. Harper takes a quick peek over at first, safe. 1 out, 1 man on. 1 strike to the batter, Joshua Lynn. Ron Harper on the mound for Youngstown on this warm Saturday night. Strike 2. Had a great game earlier with Israel coming on strong in the late innings, trying to catch up to Roma Park, unable to do so. Roma Park winning 6-4. And they pick off the runner at second base. Caught trying to steal. Josh Lynn at the plate. Ron Harper taking that awkward step to first. Caught the runner mid-stride, and they were able to run him down, get him out for the second out of the inning. We've got a 1-2 count for Josh Lynn. Harper winding up, looking in. Nobody on. High, 2-2 the count. Had a runner. Got caught stealing second. for out number 2. And so we've got 2 balls, 2 strikes. And strike 3. Harper gets Josh Lynn looking. And that ends it for Laredo. And we'll be right back with Youngstown, Ohio coming to the plate. For almost 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, part of your everyday.
Lead off for Youngstown, number 1, Ben Slanker.
At the plate, Ben Slanker, the center fielder for Youngstown, Ohio. Left-handed batter facing Arturo Garcia here in the bottom of the second. Live at Veterans Field, 2023 Pony Palomino World Series. Ball 1, the call. Coming to you from Laredo, Texas. This year's host for the Palomino and Bronco Pony World Series. Broncos playing down at the M.E. Benavides Sports Complex. Palomino playing here tonight at Veterans. And then moving on to Unitrade Stadium tomorrow. Garcia on the mound. 2 balls. Foul ball. Flying right over the press box. Saw my friends over at Game Changer ducking. The left-handed batter, Ben Slanker, center fielder for Youngstown, Ohio. Arturo Garcia on the mound for Laredo. Bottom of the second. 3-1 the count. No outs. Slanker, the leadoff batter in this inning. Garcia adjusting here. Slanker steps out for a sec. Comes back in. 3-1 the count. No outs. Leading off for Youngstown, Ohio, Ben Slanker, who takes ball 4 and walks to first base. So runner at first. No outs. Bottom of the second. The score is 0-0. And coming in for the designated hitter, Antonio Cordero.
Up next, number 20, Antonio Cordero.
Antonio Cordero, the designated hitter, facing off against Arturo Garcia on the mound for Laredo. Strike 1 to Cordero. Ben Slanker on first, walked. Oh, strike 2 to Cordero. Trying to keep my body warm here in this meat locker, press box. And the unfortunate guys over in the Game Changer side are in the oven. Trying to keep it lively, keep it warm, keep it cool. Here in the press box in Veterans Field, LISD's premier baseball facility. Beautiful facility it is. Well appointed, redone not so long ago. Now we've got Antonio Cordero, the designated hitter. 2 strikes, man on first, bottom of the second, here at Veterans Field, 2023 Pony Palomino World Series. And Cordero knocks one high up in the air. Left fielder coming in, just left to center. Left fielder making the right adjustment for out number 1. Owen Henney, number 8, coming to the plate.
Number 8, Owen Henney.
Owen Henney, the shortstop for Youngstown. On deck is Gino Lazzari. They'll be facing Arturo Garcia on the mound for Laredo. Runner at first, 1 out. Bottom of the second, 0-0 the score here at Veterans Stadium. Late into the evening, breezy night tonight. And a shot in between center and right field. That's going to be a double for the batter, Owen Henney. Ben Slanker sliding into third. So Youngstown, Ohio now with runners in scoring position. Bottom of the second, 1 out. Number 2, Gino Lazzari.
Up next, number 2, Gino Lazzari.
The second baseman coming up to the plate. Lazzari batting left-handed. Facing Arturo Garcia, pitching for Laredo. Bottom of the second. Ball 1, the first pitch. 1 out. Runners at first and runners at second and third. Gino Lazzari at the plate. Swing, foul ball. Slanker over at third. Owen Henney sitting at second. Gino Lazzari at the plate facing Arturo Garcia. Another foul ball. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. 1-2 the count to Lazzari. 1 out. The 2023 Pony Palomino World Series brought to you by Southern Sanitation, the Laredo Weather Radar by Southern American, and our good friends over at La Posada, HEB, Blue Top, Advanced Spine of Laredo. Playmore, if you haven't been to Playmore, and this is your first time in Laredo, Texas, you've got to go. Great facility, great hospitality. Owner Roque Vela Jr. out there. Zip line, laser tag, bowling, arcade, great food, great time. Playmore. Outside, the ball gets away from the catcher, and Youngstown's going to score a run. Slanker comes across. The catcher, Cepeda, that ball come out of the glove and head over to the backstop. And that puts Owen Henney at third base. Gino Lazzari at the plate, the second baseman. And Youngstown now leads 1 here in the bottom of the second. Outside, 3-2 the count. 1 out, runner at third. Lazari at the plate. Great baseball here tonight in Laredo, Texas. Warm Saturday night, and Lazari gets walked. So that'll put runners at the corner. And the coach is going to come out and have a quick chat with his ace pitcher, Arturo Garcia. So we can expect Justin Weaver, who will be coming to the plate, number 9, in the number 9 position, right field. With 1 out, runners at the corner, leading 1-0 over the Youngstown, Ohio. Over the Laredo Cardinals. Youngstown, Ohio leading here in the bottom of the second here. And that's a
Now by number 9,
foul.
Weaver.
Our folks over at Laredo Pony asking us to change the scoreboard, that it is bottom of the second, not bottom of the third. Runner is out at home, brings up second. That's out number 2. Puts runners at first and second.
Number 10, Austin Lafferty.
With the top of the order coming to the plate, Austin Lafferty playing the left field position for Youngstown, Ohio. Facing off against Arturo Garcia here in the bottom of the second from Veterans Field. Oh, and that's a wild pitch. Gets past the catcher. Both runners advance. And we now have runners in scoring positions with Austin Lafferty at the plate, staring down Arturo Garcia. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Second game of the warm evening tonight. Runners at third and second. Lafferty trying to add to the 1-0 lead that Youngstown has. High fly ball foul, close to the dugout. The foul landing in the side of the bleachers, close to the camera crew from Liquid Studio Group. Had them running for cover. Nice clank on the bleachers. Missed our camera, so that was a good thing. Arturo Garcia on the mound, facing Austin Lafferty. 2 outs, 2-1 the count. 3-1 the count. Here in the bottom of the second, Youngstown leading Laredo 1-0. Laredo in the visitors' position, Youngstown in the home team. 3-1 the count. Another foul ball. This one sailing right over the press box. Not going to tell you where our friends from Game Changer went. On this warm, breezy night in Laredo, Texas, we've got Arturo Garcia on the mound, Austin Lafferty at the plate, Youngstown leading 1-0 with runners in scoring positions, and Lafferty takes a walk to first base. Bases now loaded with A.J. Havrilla.
That's number 3, A.J. Havrilla.
Havrilla, the third baseman for Youngstown, Ohio, looking at bases loaded, 2 outs. A.J. Arturo Garcia, that's a high fly ball into right field. The right fielder making the adjustments, gets it, and that is out number 3, leaving 3 on the bags for Youngstown, but scoring 1 run. So Youngstown, in the bottom of the second, takes a lead, 1-0. We'll be right back.
Leading off from Laredo, number 11, Jeremy Cabrillo.
So back for the top of the third here at Veterans. Number 11, Jeremy Gabriel, the right fielder, at the plate. As he takes strike 2 from Ron Harper, pitching for Youngstown, Ohio. Ron Harper, no stranger to Laredo, was here last year. And a nice shot over to shallow left field, and Gabriel gets on. And top of the third here, runner at first, number 1.
That's number 1, Andrew De Leon.
Andrew De Leon, the first baseman for Laredo, coming onto the plate. Ron Harper on the mound for Youngstown. And Jeremy Gabriel singled to left. Now at first base, looking to exceptional bunt by De Leon. Not only does he move his teammate over to second, legs out the run, gets it to first, and is safe.
Now by number 21, Antonio Sanchez.
Left fielder Antonio Sanchez coming to the plate with 2 runners on, no outs. Top of the third inning with Youngstown leading 1-0. Ron Harper on the mound for Youngstown. Harper coming off the mound to keep his runners honest. Faces Antonio Sanchez, the left fielder. Arturo Garcia was pitching for Laredo, watching on, hoping that his team give him some run support. Catcher out of his stance quickly, holding the two runners. Ron Harper on the mound. Sanchez at the plate. Runners at first and second. No outs. Here in the top of the third at the Pony Palomino World Series game between the visiting team Laredo, Texas, and the home team Youngstown, Ohio. Had a great opportunity last year to sit with Ron Harper's dad. Came up to the press box, told us a little bit about Youngstown, Ohio. Shared some thoughts about the baseball game. Hoping he might be able to pop in here later today and share what's new. What's happened in the last year since the last time Youngstown, Ohio was in Laredo battling for that championship that ultimately went to Taiwan City. Taiwan, foul ball here. Sanchez, number 21, fouling that into the netting. We have a 2-1 count, no outs, runners at second and first. At the top of the third, with Youngstown leading 1-0. And another good bunt. Out at first. Hard throw by Ronnie Harper, who picked up that bunt right down the third baseline. Masterfully done by Antonio Sanchez. And Sanchez is called out at first. Harper laser throw to first. Jack Lute stretching to get the out, successfully so, and the call stands. 1 out, two runners on.
Number 5, Marco Villanueva.
Runner at third, runner at second. Marco Villanueva at the plate, facing Ron Harper, pitcher for Youngstown. Villanueva, the second baseman for the Laredo Cardinals. Shoots one right back up the middle. Scores a run. Moves the runner from second to third. And now Laredo has tied the game 1-1. Villanueva single up the gut. And now is standing at first base. Runners on the corner, third and first.
On number 2, Brighton Clements.
With Brighton Clements, number 2, the shortstop, coming to the plate. 1-1 the score. Ball 1, the call. Runners on the corner here, top of the third inning. 1 run scored so far. Runners at first and third. Brighton Clements at the plate. Ball 2. Runner advances from first to second. Villanueva now standing at second base after driving a run in. Runner at third. Clements in the box. Takes a swing and a miss for strike 1. The count now 2-1 to Clements, who plays shortstop here for Laredo. Batting against Ron Harper, pitching for Youngstown. 1 out, top of the third, 1-1 tie game. High fly ball into center field. Runner's going to tag. Hard throw. But runner is safe at first. Number 1 on Andrew De Leon, who laid down that beautiful bunt earlier in the inning, crossing the plate. Laredo now leads 2-1. Sacrifice fly
Offense number 13, Luis Gomez.
by Brighton Clements, the shortstop. That brings up Jose Luis Gomez, the designated hitter, number 13, batting left, facing left-handed pitcher Ron Harper with a runner at second, and Laredo leading 2-1. Ball a little outside, 2 outs. So 2 outs in this top of the third inning with 2 runs scored so far. Laredo leading 2-1 over Youngstown. Designated hitter at the plate, Jose Luis Gomez, with a runner at second, Brighton Clements. Ron Harper looking in, decides he's going to check the runner. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Top of the third inning, 2-1 Laredo. Right back at the pitcher. Harper scoops it up, ends the inning, but not before Laredo scores 2 runs to take the lead. And we'll be back for the bottom of the third with Youngstown, Ohio coming to the plate. Of the third, back live here at Veterans Field, Pony Palomino World Series 2023. At the plate for Youngstown, Ohio, facing Arturo Garcia, is number 16, Jack Lute. Jack Lute celebrated his birthday here Friday. Looks in at Garcia. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Bottom of the third. Laredo leading 2-1. Top of the leading off for Youngstown, Ohio, Jack Lute. Facing Arturo Garcia on the mound. Nobody on. Ball outside, 2-2 the count. I'm sorry, 1-2 the count. Bottom of the third inning. Here at our game, broadcast to you by Liquid Studio Group, presented to you by Southern Sanitation, our title sponsor. And our friends at Southern American, with their live weather radar, privately owned Doppler system. 3-2 the count here, with Laredo leading 2-1. Bottom of the third. Leadoff batter for Youngstown, Ohio, Jack Lute, walks to first base, so we're going to have a runner early on. No outs. Arturo Garcia on the mound.
Number 7, John Chalice.
John Chalice now at the plate with a runner on first base. Here in the bottom of the third, Laredo leading 2-1. Chalice, the catcher for Youngstown, Ohio, takes ball 2. Runner at first base, Jack Lute. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Bottom of the third. Chalice takes strike 1. 2-1 the count. No outs. Leading off at first base there is Jack Lute, who walked to first. Foul tip. 2-2 the count. Standing at first base is Jack Lute, who walked there. There are no outs. 2-2 the count. Runner at first. Bottom of the third. Laredo leading 2-1. Youngstown, Ohio. At the plate, John Chalice, the catcher. Hits one high in the right field. Right fielder making the adjustment. Gets it for out number 1. Laredo jumping on here in the top of the third, scoring 2 runs to get out in front of Youngstown, Ohio, who was leading 1-0 coming into that frame. And now find themselves with runner at first, and Ben Slinker, the center fielder, coming to the plate, facing off against Arturo Garcia. Takes strike 1. 1 out. 2-1, top of the third, bottom of the third, excuse me. And so our Garcia decides he's going to take a quick peek at first base. Throws down there to keep him honest. Ben Slinker at the plate, center fielder for Youngstown, Ohio, swing and a miss, strike 2. And Lou anxiously waiting to advance. With Ben Slinker at the plate, Garcia on the mound for Laredo, and Youngstown trailing 2-1. With a shot, second base, quickly turned into a double play. 4-6-3 double play for Laredo, ending the inning. At the end of 3, it's Laredo 2, Youngstown 1. And we'll be right back as we thank our sponsors. We're back for the top of the fourth inning here at Veterans Field. Pony Palomino 2023 World Series. Number 6, Cito Benavides at the plate. Ron Harper on the mound for Youngstown, Ohio. Laredo leading 2-1 here at the top of the fourth. Warm, breezy night here in Laredo, Texas. Veterans Field, LISD's premier baseball facility. There's a high fly ball inside the field of play, and the right fielder racing to gets it. 1 out. The right fielder for the Youngstown, Ohio, Justin Weaver, racing to get there. Gets there in time for out number 1. Now coming to the plate, number 3, Juan Carlos Cepeda, the catcher, faces Ron Harper. High infield fly ball. First baseman calling everyone off and gets it for out number 2. Cepeda, the catcher, is out number 2. And coming to the plate for Laredo now is right-handed batter, number 15, Joshua Lynn. Joshua Lynn, the center fielder, facing Ron Harper on the mound for Youngstown. Laredo leading 2-1 at the top of the fourth inning. 2 outs, nobody on. Ball 2 to Joshua Lynn. Top of the fourth, 2-1 Laredo leading. 2-0 the count. 2 outs. Strike 1. High top corner. Harper winding up, throws inside. 3-1 count. 2 outs. Nobody on. Top of the fourth inning here with Laredo up 2-1. Both runs scored in the last inning. Grounder right up the middle. Second baseman's going to pick that up and can't handle it, and is going to let Joshua Lynn get to first base. So that brings up Jeremy Gabriel, the right fielder, who bats from the left, facing Ron Harper, who throws from the left. With 2 outs.
Next, number 11.
2 outs. 2-1 Laredo. Number 11, Jeremy Gabriel, right fielder. Harper.
Number 11, Jeremy Gabriel.
Harper taking quick step. Put Joshua Lynn back at first base. We've got Harper on the mound. High fly ball, left field, excuse me. And that's an out. Ending the inning for Laredo. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. Youngstown coming to the plate. Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, part of your everyday. And we are back here, bottom of the fourth inning, with Arturo Garcia still on the mound for Laredo. Number 20, Cordero, driving one into center field, and that gets past the center fielder, but is able to recover nicely. And Cordero is going to hold at first, singled center right. Cordero now at first, number 8. Owen Henney coming to the plate. Cordero, the designated hitter, now on first. Owen Henney, the shortstop, at the plate. Takes strike one. No outs, bottom of the fourth. Laredo leading 2-1 here at the Pony World Series. Pony Palomino 18U World Series in Laredo, Texas. Ball outside, 1-1 the count. Nobody out. Runner at first. And Youngstown trailing Laredo 1-0. Here in this live broadcast brought to you by our friends at Southern Sanitation, our title sponsor, and our friends at Southern American, who have provided us the Laredo weather radar, live Doppler radar for our weather forecast.
Did it reach the restroom?
Inside, 2-2. Not sure the Doppler radar is following our friend over at Game Changer into the restroom. Oh, that's a shot down first baseline, but foul. Number 8, Owen Henney, will help drive in that run that Youngstown has. Standing at the plate with the 2-2 count. Runner on first, nobody out, bottom of the fourth. Looking at Garcia, doesn't take it. That's ball 3, full count. Runner at first. Nobody out. Here in a warm summer night, Laredo, Texas, LISD's Veteran Field. Oh, and the first base up on the appeal says no, he did not go around. And so that's ball 4, and that puts runners at first and second with nobody out. And number 2, Gino Lazzari, coming to the plate.
Gino Lazzari.
Lazzari playing second base today. Has runners now at first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the fourth, trailing Laredo 2-1. Nice bunt right down to that third baseline. Third baseman coming on hard to get it. And is safe at first. Safe at first. Loading the bases. Crowd not liking that call as that loads the bases with number 9 coming to the plate, Justin Weaver. Ump walking over to the center of the field to have a quick discussion with some of the players from Laredo. Coach Rangel walking over to talk to the home plate ump. Folks over in the stands not happy with that call, but be that as it may, it will leave runners first, second, and third. Weaver at the plate. Bases loaded. So couple quick discussions with Jorge Canales as well. Rangel making his way back to home plate. Now going back to the dugout. Again, not happy with that call, but really tight. Good bunt laid down by Gino Lazzari able to leg it out and get to first base. Exciting action being brought to you today by Southern Sanitation, our title sponsor. A couple other sponsors to mention, HEB. Ball inside to number 9, Justin Weaver, the right fielder.
Number 9, Justin Weaver.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Laredo leading 2-1. Youngstown threatening with bases loaded. Weaver swinging a miss. Strike one. Really close call at first base there with the bunt laid down. Caused a little commotion in the stands. Ball outside. Two-1 Laredo leading. 2-1 the count to Weaver, the batter. And Garcia gets him strike two. 2-2 the count. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Bottom of the fourth. Laredo leading 2-1. Youngstown, Ohio trailing here. And a foul ball coming off the knuckles of Justin Weaver. That's got to hurt. That'll leave a mark. Trying to shake that off. 2-2 the count. 2-2 the count. Bottom of the fourth. Runners on all bases. And Justin Weaver at the plate, facing off against Arturo Garcia on the mound for Laredo. And takes Weaver standing and looking for strike three. So that's out number one. Bases loaded with Austin Lafferty coming to the plate.
That's number 10, Austin Lafferty.
Lafferty, the left fielder for Youngstown, Ohio. Takes pitch number one, strike one. One out, bases loaded, bottom of the fourth. With Laredo clinging on to a one-run lead. Ball outside, 1-1 the count. Lafferty having himself a good tournament, both last night and this morning. And here he is facing Arturo Garcia with bases loaded, 1-1 the count. High fly ball going into foul territory. Oh, what a phenomenal play by the first baseman who caught that fly foul ball outside the field of play, and while on his knees managed to throw it back to home and catch Cordero before he could get home and score. And so Laredo holds 2-1, leaving two on the bases, throwing out the third out here at home plate. So we'll be right back. Andrew De Leon here at the top of the fifth, batting for Laredo, takes ball one. De Leon, the first baseman, who just made a phenomenal play in the last inning to end the threat, with Youngstown having bases loaded. Lafferty hits one into foul territory. De Leon chases it down, catches it on his knees, throws Cordero out at first, at home, ending the inning. And here he is, batting here in the top of the fifth, 2-1. The count on De Leon, with Ron Harper still on the mound. Short blooper right to second. Takes an odd hop, but still out at first. Out number one for Youngstown. Laredo's Antonio Sanchez, the left fielder, number 21, coming to the plate.
Now by number 21, Antonio Sanchez.
Sanchez takes ball one out. Top of the fifth. 2-1 Laredo. Harper on the mound. Left-handed pitcher. Good control, good off-speed pitches, good fastball. Throws another ball. Laredo leading 2-1 here in the top of the fifth. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Takes strike 2. 2-2 the count for Antonio Sanchez, the left fielder. Ron Harper on the mound. Walks him. So we have a runner at first. 1 out. Laredo leading 2-1 at the top of the fifth. And Pony Palomino World Series 2023 World Series brought to you by Southern Sanitation.
Number 5, Marco Villanueva.
Marco Villanueva stepping up to the plate, facing off against Ron Harper, who is pitching for Youngstown. And runner at first, 1 out. And that comes close. Villanueva lifting his foot up there, not avoid getting hit. Ron Harper on the mound for 4 innings now. Top of the fifth. In control of his pitches, but is down 2-1 here against Laredo in the top of the fifth. We have a runner at first, 1-0 the count, 1 out. Number 5, Villanueva, Marco Villanueva, second baseman at the plate, trying to add a run or two to his team's tally. Ball high, 2-0 the count with 1 out, runner at first. Harper on the mound for Youngstown, number 5, Marco Villanueva, second baseman at the plate for Laredo. Takes strike 1. 2-1 the count. Andrew De Leon, again, who had a outstanding defensive play in the previous inning at first base. Grounded to short. Out at second, safe at first, 2 outs. With Marco Villanueva beating the throw to avoid the double play. At first base. Now coming to hit for Laredo, Brighton Clements, the shortstop, facing Ronnie Harper, who's been on the mound for the last 5 innings. checking his runner at first, Marco Villanueva. And down 2-1 to Laredo. Clements trying to add to it. Takes ball one as the first pitch. Villanueva at first. Clements at the plate. Ron Harper on the mound for Youngstown. 2-1 Laredo here at the top of the fifth inning. Strike one. 1-1 the count now. Here on this warm Saturday night in the heart of Laredo, Texas. LISD's Veterans Field. Harper checking the runner at first. Clements, the shortstop. Batting here with a 1-1 count, 2 outs, runner at first. The second baseman, valiant effort to keep that ball from going over his head. But the runner is safe at second. Villanueva, the speedy second baseman for Laredo, scooting over to second base. 2 outs, 2-1 the count. Brighton Clements, the shortstop. Facing off against Ronnie Harper, a pitcher for Youngstown. 2-1, 2 outs, runner at second. That's low. That's going to be 3-1. And Laredo leads 2-1. Clements, the shortstop, trying to add to it, trying to drive in his teammate Villanueva, who's at second. And Clements walks to first base. And that's going to bring up number 13, Jose Luis Gomez, designated hitter.
Number 13, Jose Luis Gomez.
Top of the fifth inning with 2 runners on, 2 outs. Designated hitter Jose Luis Gomez at the plate. Ron Harper on the mound for Youngstown. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, 2-1 Laredo. Top of the fifth, runners first and second. Jose Luis Gomez at the plate. Ron Harper on the mound for Youngstown. Keeping Villanueva honest over at second. Villanueva doing his best to distract Ron Harper. Ball 2. 2 strikes. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, 2-1 Laredo, bottom of the fifth. Top of the fifth. Everyone coming to the mound to have a conversation. Wonder what they're talking about. My favorite scene from Bull Durham. When everybody gets at the mound, they're talking everything but baseball. So here we go. Back to the action. Number 13, Jose Luis Gomez, the designated hitter, coming back to the plate with a 2-0 count, 2 outs, runners at first and second. Top of the fifth inning, 2-1 Laredo. Here at the Pony 2023 World Series, Palomino 18U at Veterans Field in the heart of Laredo, Texas. Live broadcast brought to you by Southern Sanitation. Harper swings around, holding Villanueva at second. With Jose Luis Gomez, the designated hitter, at the plate, Harper delivers strike 1. So the count now 2-1. 2 outs, 2 runners on, first and second. And Laredo leading 2-1. Harper on the mound. Outside. 3-1. The count to Gamis. With 2 outs and 2 runners on. Villanueva goes. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. But the runners advance. 2 outs. Full count. 3-2. Runners at third and second, with Laredo clinging to a 1-run lead here over Ohio. And Harper gets the designated hitter Gomez swinging. Strike 3, out number 3. And that ends the threat. That brings Youngstown, Ohio to the plate. We'll be right back live from Veterans Field. Let's go. So we're back from a little longer than usual commercial break as we had a crew discussion about live streaming some more games here.
Number 16, Jack.
And the bottom of the fifth, we've got a runner at first already for Youngstown. The batter, Jack Lute, at the plate. A.J. Havrilla out at first, and that's a high fly ball deep into center field. That's going to go over the head of the center fielder and bounce right back and rolling. And Lute is on his horse, and he has got an inside the park home run. 2-run score as he drives in Havrilla. 2-run inside the park home run for Jack Lute. Birthday boy this week, celebrating his birthday on Friday, gets to blow out that candle.
Next, number 7, John Chalice.
And now Laredo trails Youngstown, Ohio, 3-2. Long fly ball deep to center left, hits the wall and bounces back over the head of the center fielder and has to come back in and try to scoop it up, get the throw into home. Too late. Jack Lute, inside the park home run. Number 7, John Chalice, flies out to right field. Bottom of the fifth, 1 out. 2 runs scored here in the bottom of the fifth. Ben Slinker at the plate. Slinker, the center fielder. 2 runs scored earlier. Inside the park home run by Jack Lute as he circled all 4 bases. Strike 1 to Slinker. 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 runs already scored. Youngstown leading Laredo 3-2. Quiets down the crowd a little bit. Arturo Garcia on the mound, has been on the mound since the beginning. Slinker, the center fielder, takes a second strike, although Blue made it look like he was tossing him, but that's only strike 2. And another shot into center field. Center fielder able to make that grab for out number 2. Ben Slinker flies out to center field. And that brings up Antonio Cordero, who was thrown out at home by first baseman Andrew De Leon in a marvelous defensive play in the previous inning. And a line drive to third base, but the third baseman, Ciro Benavides, leaping up to grab that and ending the inning, but not before Youngstown scores 2 runs. Jack Lute with inside the park home run. We'll be right back here at Veterans Field for the Pony 2023 Palomino World Series. For almost 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, part of your everyday. Back to the action here at Veterans Field. Pony Palomino 2023 World Series action. Youngstown, Ohio against Laredo, Texas. Top of the 6th inning. Grounded to first. Successfully picked up by the first baseman. Jack Lute. Out number 1, number 3, Juan Carlos Cepeda coming to the plate. Catcher for
Juan Carlos Cepeda.
Cepeda at the plate. Catcher for Laredo. Ron Harper still on the mound for Youngstown, Ohio. 2-0 the count, 1 out. Grounded to first. Swing and a miss by Cepeda. Strike 1. Laredo having a great tournament as well. Unable to keep Youngstown out at first, although it looked like the ball had come out, but Blue says it's when he was coming after the fact, coming out of the glove. Thank you for my friend over at Game Changer, Hector, for that tidbit. Sorry to interrupt his dinner over there. Covarrubias batting for Laredo, number 7. New batter facing off against Ron Harper. Pitching for Youngstown here at the top of the 6th inning as Laredo trails Youngstown, Ohio 2-3. Another ball thrown. Ball 3 to Covarrubias. Ron Harper has 2 outs already down here in top of the 6th. Throws strike 1. 3-1. 3-1, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. Ball 4. Covarrubias heads on to first base with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning on this
number 11, Jeremy Gabriel.
On this warm Saturday night. Live broadcast brought to you by Southern Sanitation, our title sponsor for this year. Our friends at Southern American providing the live Doppler radar, Laredo weather radar. and all our other sponsors who have been so generous in their support of pony and youth sports here in Laredo, Texas. On the mound, Ron Harper for Youngstown, and at the plate, number 11, Jeremy Cabrillo, the right fielder. Harper delivering a strike, 1-1 the count, 2 outs, runner at first, top of the 6th, Laredo down 2-3. High, ball 2. Jeremy Cabrillo, the right fielder, number 11 at the plate. Ron Harper, left-handed pitcher on the mound from the get-go, has pitched all innings and currently has a 3-2 lead over Laredo with runners at first, 2 outs. 2 outs, ball 3. 3-1 the count, 2 outs, runner at first. Harper at the mound, on the mound. Strike 2, full count with 2 outs. Number 11, Jeremy Cabrillo, runner at first, ready to go. Full count, 2 outs. And Harper checks him back to first. Cabrillo back in the batter's box. Harper looking in for the mound. Delivers a check swing. Foul tip. Oh, looks like the ball hit him. And so now the umpires are coming in to have a discussion. And that is out number 3 for Youngstown. And Laredo, thinking it had a little life here. So let's get a little clarification here so we can let you know what's happening. But it looks like that is the end of the inning. Strike 3. And that'll do it for the top of the 6th inning, as it appears that Youngstown has closed that door and is ready to start the bottom of the 6th inning, leading Laredo 3-2. And we'll be right back and we'll let you know what the umpires decide.
That's it. I've already put them out of the book.
All right, bottom of the 6th inning here with Youngstown, Ohio leading Laredo 3-2. Now at the plate, Owen Henney, number 8, driving one right down the pipe, rolling out to center field, single. And Arturo Garcia, looking a little weary here, has gone as far as he can go, and Laredo is going to make a pitching change with Garcia heading to the dugout. And headed to the mound is number 10, who I think is going to be our relief pitcher. Number 10, Miguel Ruiz. Number 10, Miguel Ruiz, is taking the ball in relief of Arturo Garcia, who did a standout job here up all the way to the top of the bottom of the 6th. And so we'll be right back as we take a quick break to let the pitcher warm up. So we'll be right back. And here we are back after a pitching change. Miguel Ruiz coming in for Arturo Garcia. Now pitching to Gino Lazari. Batting for Youngstown, Ohio. Lazari, the second baseman.
Place your orders. There you go.
And excuse me, I had to sneeze there. My friend's over there at Game Changer talking about COVID, and all of a sudden I'm sneezing over here.
Oh, shit.
Language, everyone, language. Oh, so Lazari at the plate, runner at first, one strike, no outs, and a shot to third. Yeah, let's see. What's the call here? One out only. Looks like we were able to get a hard grounder to third, over to second for the out, but was unable to get the runner at first. Lazari, though, hits the deck. Looks like he may have pulled a hamstring, so he's laying on the carpet out there. Coach going over to see him.
It's turf, sir, not turf.
That's correct. That's correct. That's typically called turf, not carpet. Carpet is what the folks from Game Changer wear on their head. It's a new rug for our friends over at Game Changer. Let's see Lazari as he's stretching out, trying to get that hamstring loosened up. Our good friends over at Laredo Fire Department walking over to see if it needs a little assistance, but it looks like he's up and running. And he is safe at first. Maybe it was just a cramp that got him. Lazari now back at first. One out. Number 24 coming to the plate. 24 is Jacob McGuire. Jacob McGuire coming into the game. Going to be batting here after Lazari. Number 4 coming in to run for Lazari, A.J. Copizzi.
Currently running at first base, number 4, A.J. Copizzi.
Copizzi coming in to run for Lazari.
Up next, number 24, Jacob McGuire.
Who looked like he may have had a cramp or pulled a muscle as he went running to first. Number 24, Jacob McGuire at the plate. Miguel Reese pitching for Laredo. Right fielder making the run. Catches the foul ball deep in the right field territory for out number 2. Again, this is the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs. Laredo 2, Youngstown 3. Runner at first.
Next, number 10, Austin Lafferty.
Austin Lafferty, the left fielder at the plate, number 10 for Youngstown, facing Miguel Reese, who came in relief of Mr. Garcia. Foul ball, hard shot right down that third base line. Foul. 2 outs, 1 runner on. Austin Lafferty at the plate. Miguel Reese on the mound for Laredo. Laredo trailing 2-3. 1 strike. Strike 2 to the batter Lafferty. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Laredo trailing 2-3. Youngstown, Ohio. Runner in first. And Lafferty hits one to third. Grounder, and that is out number 3. And so we come into the 7th inning. The score, Laredo 2, Youngstown 3. Pony Palomino World Series 2023. We'll be right back. So we're back at the top of the 7th here at Veterans Field. Laredo trailing Youngstown, Ohio 2-3. Andrew De Leon at the plate facing off against Ron Harper, who has been on the mound for the entire game for the Youngstown, Ohio team. Quick blooper right here to first base, and that's out number 1 at the top of the 7th. Coming to the plate for Laredo, 1 out, number 21, Antonio Sanchez, the left fielder, coming to the plate, facing Ron Harper. Breaking ball just outside. 1 out, 2-3, top of the 7th. 1-1 the count. 1 out. Sanchez, left fielder, at the plate. Harper on the mound for Youngstown. Takes strike 2. Takes strike 2 as Laredo continues to trail Youngstown here 2-3. Top of the 7th. And that's a high fastball. 2-2 the count. 1 out, top of the 7th. Nobody on. 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. And that's looks like that. Okay, 2-2 the count. Well, that's a base hit into right field for the batter 21, Antonio Sanchez. Now coming to the plate for Laredo, number 5, Marco Villanueva, the speedy second baseman, who has managed to get on and steal a few bases. Trailing 2-3, 1 out. Villanueva trying to score a run here, tie the game maybe. Top of the 7th with Youngstown leading Laredo 3-2. 1-0 the count. Runner at first, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. With ball 2, Harper on the mound for Youngstown, has been on the mound for the entirety of the game. Runner at first. Villanueva over at batting for Laredo at the plate. Laredo trailing 2-3 at the top of the 7th inning as Harper delivers strike 1. So 2-1 now the count. 1 out, runner at first here at the top of the 7th inning. And Harper ends the game for Youngstown, Ohio, as a grounder to shortstop, double play. 6-4-3 double play ends the game for Youngstown, Ohio, 3-2 over Laredo. And that will do it for this night's contest. Thank you to our sponsor, Southern Sanitation, the live weather radar by Southern American, state of the art, 50-mile radius, 100 miles in all directions. Stay ahead of the storm with the state-of-the-art technology, the privately owned Doppler radar unique situation, none other in the world. Great job of Youngstown, Ohio, doing a fantastic job winning tonight. Great job of our sponsors, and we're out. We'll be right back in about 30, 40 minutes for another game.